I see so many of these videos that are like top 5 this, top 7 this, top 5 recommendations. I actually read these things, okay? So this is just World According to Devon. Hey everyone, what's up? Devon Brown here, and in today's video, I'm going to share with you my top 5 business and personal growth book recommendations. Now, these are actually books that I've read, and the reason I say that is because I see so many of these videos that are like top 5 this, top 7 this, right? And what people do is they'll just go find the top, X number of most popular things that people are Googling today, and they'll make an article that says these are the top 5 recommendations, and they just happen to be the most popular, and you didn't actually read the damn things. I actually read these things, okay? So this is just World According to Devon. Oh, if we're rocking, this is the t-shirt we're rocking today. What was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought. Anyway, I've actually read these books. These books are in the business and personal development or personal growth field, which are like 70% of the books I read are in that genre, just because it's what I like. But these are books that actually struck a really good chord with me, or books that I would absolutely recommend to somebody, or I have recommended to people time and time again. So I thought I would just, make this list and share them with you. In case you have not read any of them, I absolutely recommend you do so. So let's jump right into it. All right. Oh, by the way, real quick, most of the books I have a copy of, and I will be showing the copy in this video. But if some of the books, I let my friends borrow them and I don't have them back. So if I don't have a copy of the book, I do want you to know what it's going to look like, or what it looks like, excuse me. So I'll have my team actually just throw up a picture of the book in this video somewhere. All right, let's jump right into it. All right, number 5, and I'll do this in order. The number 5 top business and personal growth book that I recommend is, oh, you can't read that. There you go. 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss. You can see I have an older copy of it right here, but 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss. There was a lot of controversy when this book first came out, because it was like, 4-Hour Workweek, how can you work in just 4 hours? But it's so unrealistic to work in 4 hours. And if I'm being honest, like as an entrepreneur, there are times where I've worked 4 hours in a week and made a lot of money, and there are times where I've worked 400 hours in a week and made no money. And there are times where I've worked in between. But if you read the book, then what you understand is that it's a different way of thinking. It's a different way of understanding efficiency, right? It's a different way of understanding getting things done, and still staying at a high level. And so just from a mindset shift perspective, I absolutely recommend Tim Ferriss's 4-Hour Workweek. It's a great book. If you haven't read it, read it. I enjoyed it. I think I read it twice. Next book, number 4 on my list of top 5 business and personal growth books. This more falls into the personal growth category, personal development category. This is called Radical Forgiveness. It's by a guy named Colin. Now this is the CD version of it. I used to struggle with forgiveness a lot because I didn't understand it. And I didn't understand what it was and what it was supposed to be. And this book, this CD, absolutely changed my life. Matter of fact, I listened to this, and then I went and tracked down Colin. God rest his soul. He has since passed away. And I ended up doing a live seminar with him. I actually ended up paying to go to one of his small group weekends, and it was worth every penny. So if you struggle with forgiveness, I'm gonna highly recommend Radical Forgiveness by Colin. It's an awesome, awesome, awesome book. The information here absolutely changed my life. Yeah, so go check this out. Go download this right now. It's really good. It's really a great perspective shift. All right, number 3, I don't have a copy of anymore, because I let somebody borrow it. But it's the E-Myth Revisited by Michael Gerber. We can throw that book up somewhere around here. It's the E-Myth Revisited by Michael Gerber. If you're an entrepreneur, I'll be real, like a couple people had told me for years that I need to read E-Myth Revisited, and I was like, that's a really dumb name. I don't understand it. I'm not gonna get that book. And they're like, Devon, it's a good ass book. You need to go get it. And I was like, whatever. And I finally downloaded it on Audible or something like that. Or a CD, because these are all from like back when I had CDs. So anyway, I got E-Myth Revisited. I just held a Radical Forgiveness, whatever. I got E-Myth Revisited on CD, books on cassette or books on CD, and I started listening to it. It's brilliant. If you are an entrepreneur, if you are an entrepreneurially minded person, read E-Myth Revisited by Michael Gerber. The way he breaks down things like focusing on your strengths and some of the challenges that people face, it's really smart. It should be required like before anybody becomes an entrepreneur, that should be required reading in my opinion. So check out the E-Myth Revisited by Michael Gerber. All right, what are we on? 5, 4, 3, 2. My second most favoritist business/personal development book is a book called The Go-Giver. It's by Bob Burg and John David Mann. I have probably 100 copies of this book because I give them to my top clients. Like if somebody buys like some coaching with me or something, or is an advanced client, I mail them a copy of this book. This book is that powerful. This book teaches the idea, it's an old Zig Ziglar idea that says you can get everything you want out of life if you just help enough other people get what they want. That's the core of this idea, but it does a really great job of telling a story around that idea, and Bob Burg and John David Mann do just this phenomenal job of telling a story that's so relatable with regard to, you know, just coming from a place of giving without expectation of return, and how that can really affect and transform your life. So yeah, I love The Go-Giver. The Go-Giver is, and it's super short. You guys can see, like, you like sit on the toilet and read it, like, yeah. So go get The Go-Giver. That's my number 2. Number 1, my number 1 favorite business and personal development book. This is an older copy of it. My suggestion is that you get a newer copy of it. It's called Psycho-Cybernetic. This is an old copy of this book. As a matter of fact, a buddy of mine, I first found out about Psycho-Cybernetics from a buddy of mine who was reading this book, and I looked at this cover, and this cover's like from the 1960s or some mess like that. I forget when it's from. It's from like, yeah, it's from a long time ago. And I looked at this cover, and I was like, that book looks stupid. Like, that's what I told my buddy. I was like, that book looks stupid. I'm not reading that dumb book. And he's like, Devon, don't you understand? Like, all modern day personal development, like, got its start with Psycho-Cybernetics. This book is about the self-image and how we see ourselves and how our self-image dictates our reality. There are newer versions of this. There's a CD or an audio version of this that was redone around 1999 or 2000 with a guy named Dan Kennedy. So if you find a version of Psycho-Cybernetics, it's a Psycho-Cybernetics with Maxwell Maltz, who's the original author. There it is, Maxwell Maltz and Dan Kennedy, then download that one. That's pretty good. It's really good. Psycho-Cybernetics is the shit, like, for real. Like, this is my number 1 favorite business/personal development book, like, ever. All right. So those are my top 5. 4-Hour Workweek, Radical Forgiveness, E-Myth Revisited, Go-Giver, and Psycho-Cybernetics. And 3 honorable mentions. The first honorable mention is a book called The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. Again, I had a copy of it, but I let somebody borrow it. I need to get my damn books back. The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. It's a really good book that teaches you that success is nothing but a series of small actions done consistently, but the kicker is that the actions are both easy to do and easy to not do, and because they're both easy to do and easy to not do, we end up not doing them so often. But the slight edge is just the little micro things that you can do, and understanding that these micro actions end up creating big results in our life. So get The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. That's 1 honorable mention. Honorable mention number 2 is this book here, which I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with. It's called The Subtle Art of Not Giving Up, by Mark Manson. Mark Manson is actually a brilliant author and a brilliant writer. This book, it says a counterintuitive approach to living a good life. If you don't follow Mark Manson online, you probably should. Dude's smart. Dude's got some really smart ideas in this book. There's a reason that this book is a New York Times bestseller. It's worth it. Check it out. And then my last book in this category, personal development / businessy stuff that I highly recommend is You Are a Badass by Jen. I hope I'm saying Jen's name right. It's either Sincero or Sinchiro. My apologies for getting her name wrong, because that matters to me because I'm Devon, D-E-V-O-N, and I get Devon all the time. So my apologies, Jen. I don't know you personally, but my bad. I don't know if it's Sincero or Sinchiro, but I listened to this book on Audible first, and the way I would describe this book is that and I want to say this the right way, Jen did a wonderful job of taking a bunch of core personal development principles and putting them into a book that is very succinct. She did a really great job of that. This is like personal development 101. It's like, if you're like, Devon, I'm new to personal development. What book should I read? What's the very first thing I should read? Maybe this. Maybe You Are a Badass. My recommendation. So those are my top 5 personal development books, top 5 personal development and business books. But those are just mine that I've actually read, and there's so many that I haven't read. So here's what I want to know from you. I don't know where you're watching this video, Facebook, YouTube, whatever. Do me a favor. Let me know your top 5. What are your top 5 business and personal development books? Number 1. Number 2, let me know any that you think I should read. or listen to on Audible, because I'm always open to learning new stuff from really smart people and really great people. Again, rocking an awesome shirt. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. My name is Devon Brown, and I hope you found it helpful. Go check out these books. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye. Hey, Devon here. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and connect with me on social media. And if you enjoyed this content, be sure to share it with your friends.